Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining me today. Your nugget, I am Lujoke and I'm saying a very big thank you for watching this video, because if you're hearing me, you're actually watching. And please don't just watch and just cut it off. Make sure you go through it, make sure you see to the end. That's only when you will actually get the basics of what I'm going to be talking about today. Well, the last time I posted something on my page, I actually said quick riches are more dangerous than poverty. And someone asked me a question: how did I arrive at this? Now, I'm going to tell it to you that I am not the originator. It's just something I got from Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hills. And I'm going to just go straight to the answer. It says it's actually one of the 31 causes of failure that he has written, and which of course is, it says, possession of power that was not acquired through self-effort. And he gave instance. It says sons and daughters of wealthy men and others who inherit money that they did not earn, or better still, that they did not work for. It says power in the hands of one who did not acquire it gradually is often fatal to success. Therefore, quick riches are more dangerous than poverty. So you see, when you handle wealth that you never worked for, it's the risk of going broke so fast is high, because you did not struggle, you did not you do not go through the journey of this wealth. It was just given to you on a platter of gold, maybe because your parents are rich, or something is just an inheritance. So you really would not appreciate it, and you might not be able to handle it. But for someone who actually sweat it out, someone who struggled, the days you couldn't eat anything, the days you couldn't even get little money to actually take a cab or even catch the bus or the train or anything. Transportation fare was, you couldn't get it. That's if you're able to go through the journey of success with all the hiccups, with all the days of pain, the days of laughter, and all put together, will make you appreciate wealth. But for someone who never went through all of this journey, all of this put together, will really not appreciate wealth and stand a possible chance of losing the wealth in a second. Okay, with that said, I'm going to also tell you some other things that he says about having to become rich or being wealthy. He says definiteness of purpose is the starting point from which one must begin in every success journey. So if you don't have a purpose, if you're not purpose driven, if you don't have a definite purpose, then I think you have to find one, because it is on this that you're going to build your success. With this, you're going to have a solid foundation, and you'll be able to build on it and actually get to the very top of wherever you want to get to in life. He also says definiteness of purpose takes on animation, life, and power when backed by a burning desire to translate that purpose into its material equivalent. It's not just about thinking, but doing. The thought. An idea is an impulse of thought that impels action by an appeal to imagination. How big have you dreamt? Or how big are you dreaming? And what you're dreaming, if you can actually think it through, then you can bring it to life. If not, it's just going to remain as a dream. Any person who is educated is one who has learned to get whatever he wants in life without violating the rights of others. So this is for people who, in fact, it's another cause of failure. Lack of proper education. So if you feel that yes, you're not well educated, most educated people today that you see are self-made or self-educated. It's not all about the four walls of school. It's about what you do with what you have learned. And it's not, just like you, maybe there are ways that you can actually educate yourself aside what your lecturer or what you go to school to study. And if you're not opportune to go to school, then you can always self-educate yourself, get books to read, try to ask questions. You have something, thank God for internet. You can always Google anything that is confusing and you get what you want. So please, education consists not so much of knowledge, but of knowledge effectively and persistently applied. So if you think you know something and you don't apply it, then that's not knowledge. But when you apply it, that's when you're really, that's when, you keep learning every day. And then waiting is opportunity to spoil one's chance of success, which means we procrastinate a lot. So if you really want to succeed, learn not to procrastinate. We are all a victim of procrastination. We are all guilty of it. So I think it's high time for you to actually put procrastination aside. If you want to get anything done, get it done. Don't delay. Please don't delay. Don't delay. Do it. As long as you've thought it through, and you know that you have this feeling that this thing is what I want to do and I'm going to do it. And perhaps if you're confused, you have someone like a mentor or someone who is in that field and you feel you can ask questions, please do. Let them share their ideas with you. Something else I want to say to you is that success comes through the application of power, and power is attained through the cooperative efforts of other people. So if you are a woman or man of ego, basically you have this ego, you feel nobody can talk to you or you are so big. This pride, it's all vanity. Like it's written here, like I read to you previously. Like I said, success comes through the application of power, and power is attained through the cooperative efforts of other people. So for you that is proud, for you that your ego is so big, I'm sure that if you know that you need people to actually succeed in life. If you're a businessman, you don't sell to yourself, you want to sell to people. So if you're proud, if your ego is getting in your way, then you cannot achieve anything. And that's what Napoleon Hill is talking about. He also says all who seek riches must recognize and adapt themselves to the system that controls all approaches to fortune, large or small. So make sure you try to adapt yourself to all the systems that controls all approaches to fortune, either large or small. Here, I think I want to just quickly give you this. It says, poverty is attracted to the one whose mind is favorable to it, and money is attracted to the one whose mind has been deliberately prepared to attract it. So if your mind is prepared to be rich, then you will surely get it. But the same way it applies to poverty is also the same way it applies to riches. So what are you thinking about? What's on your mind? What do you have in mind to do in life? You attract what you want. And if you're walking in that path, you will surely get it. Aside that, you have to be very persistent. Persistence is a state of mind. Therefore, it can be cultivated. You can cultivate persistence. It is a state of mind. So you have to be very, very persistent with whatever it is you want to do. If you try it once and it doesn't work, does not mean you should quit. Quitters are losers. I'm saying it to you. Quitters are losers. It may not be working out well right now. It will surely work out well in future. So please, just stay there. Stay locked in. Be persistent. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. And you will see that one day it will pay off. Also, it says, learn to control your mind. Mind control is the result of self-discipline and habit. You either control your mind or it controls you. Which one do you want? It's either you control your mind or your mind controls you. But you can actually control your mind because it is a result of self-discipline and habit. How disciplined are you? When you have small money, how disciplined are you? Do you just spend it as it comes, or you think on how to actually channel it well? Think that through. Life is a checkboard, and the player opposite you is time. If you hesitate before moving or neglect to move promptly, your men will be wiped off the board by time. Your men will be wiped off the board by time. So time is of necessity. Whatever you want to do, you have to check the time. You have to work with time because time waits for no man. So I just tried to actually from the beginning to the end of Napoleon Hill's book, Think and Grow Rich. So don't just think, please put action. Whatever it is you're thinking, try to put action. Put action. Action is the main thing. If you don't work it out, you can't get it. You can't get success by just sleeping and waking. You can't get success by just dreaming and desiring. You can't get success by just praying and hoping. When you pray, you work. Because if you don't work and you expect a miracle to happen, then you're wasting your time. Whatever you lay your hands upon to do, what it says will prosper. So if you don't put your hands on anything, how do you want to prosper? It's whatever you have that He will bless. And if He sees that you are a very faithful person in whatever you think you're doing, then He will surely bless you. And I'm talking about God. Yes, God will bless you if you really work hard. So He only blesses those who are not lazy, those who are willing to go extra mile, those who are not just waiting around for luck to happen, but those who want to make things happen. Intentional. Be intentional. Be intentional. Be intentional. Thank you so much for watching this video. Until next time when I come your way again with another exciting book, I remain your girl, Uluja Care.